Today, we are diving into one of the biggest challenges for leaders right now. How on earth do you keep your team motivated when AI is changing, well, everything?
So let me just start by asking you this. Are you really prepared to lead in the age of AI? Because let's be honest, the way we work hasn't just been tweaked, it's been completely rewritten.
And what we're seeing now is a totally new kind of problem, something you could call the new motivation crisis. You know, all the old tricks for keeping a team fired up, they're just not working anymore. I mean, think about it. We used to rely on being in the same room, on those face-to-face connections, and having really clear, stable jobs. That was the glue that held teams together. But today, it's a whole different ballgame. We've got hybrid work, constant digital chatter, and AI shaking things up all the time. Those natural connections are fading fast. And this has a very real impact. You've probably seen it. When tech takes the place of human interaction, people can start to feel disconnected, maybe a little undervalued, or just plain confused about where they fit in. This isn't just a minor issue, it's a huge threat to engagement. So what's the actual damage here? What's the true cost of a checked out team? Well, it's way more than just bad vibes in the office. It's a direct hit to your results. We're talking lost productivity, zero innovation, and watching your best talent walk right out the door. But here's the thing. Every big challenge brings a massive opportunity. And to win today, leaders need a new playbook, one that's actually designed to unlock a team's potential in this new world. And that's exactly what we're going to dig into today, the core concepts from a new playbook for modern leaders. Think of it as your strategic guide for navigating this crazy tech-heavy workplace. Let's break down the key ideas. This whole playbook is built on a really clear four-step journey. First, you gotta master the fundamentals of why people do what they do. Then, you learn some powerful tactics to reinforce good behavior. Next, and this is huge, you learn to understand different personalities. And finally, you put it all together to build a motivating culture that actually sticks. Now, this isn't just fluffy stuff. It's all grounded in proven psychology. Take Hertzberg's theory, for example. He figured out that some things, like salary, just stop people from being unhappy. But other things, like recognition and achievement, those are what actually motivate people. Knowing that difference is a complete game changer. Knowing the theories is one thing, but where the magic really happens is when you start using them to decode what's actually going on with your team. One of the coolest tools in this playbook is something called a behavioral nudge. It's not about bossing people around. It's about making small, subtle changes to the environment that guide people toward better choices. For instance, what if your project software automatically opened to a page highlighting team wins? That's a nudge. It subtly reinforces a culture of success every single day. And let's get real, a one-size-fits-all approach to motivation is totally doomed. This playbook helps you understand different personalities. So for your analyst who loves data and logic, a vague "great job" means nothing. But give them hard data showing their impact, now you're talking. Meanwhile, your diplomat needs to feel that sense of purpose and connection. Two different people, two totally different keys to motivation. This custom approach even applies to things we all know, like SMART goals. In a world that feels so uncertain, making goals specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound isn't just busy work. It provides the exact clarity people are craving to build real momentum. Okay, so motivating individuals is just the beginning. The real end goal here is to stop just managing people and start becoming an architect of culture. You're literally designing an environment where people want to be motivated. A huge part of that design is getting the right blend of motivators. You need the extrinsic stuff, recognition, rewards, but you have to combine it with the deep intrinsic drivers, that feeling of pride, that sense of purpose. A super common mistake is leaning too heavily on one and ignoring the other.
This right here is the big shift. You move from being reactive, always putting out fires when someone's demotivated, to being proactive. You're not firefighting anymore. You're building a resilient culture where motivation is just the default setting.
And the secret weapon? It's reframing how you see technology. Stop seeing it as the enemy of connection. The best leaders are learning how to use it as a tool, not to replace human connection, but to actually make it stronger and amplify a culture of motivation. At the end of the day, all of this is really about your own journey. It's about evolving as a leader so you can meet the needs of your team right here, right now.
Because when you apply these principles, you'll be able to do some pretty amazing things. You'll be able to turn just satisfied into unstoppable. You'll see people's pride in their work skyrocket. You'll know exactly what to do to motivate your team,
And you'll even build your own personal plan to keep growing as a leader.
And this isn't just for senior execs. These ideas are crucial for anyone in a leadership role. First-line supervisors, middle managers, you name it. If you're serious about boosting productivity, this is for you.
Think about your own impact as a leader like this. Right now, you're having an impact, but there's this whole other level of potential just waiting for you. The goal is to close that gap, to really maximize the positive influence you can have. So, I'll leave you with this final question. Are you ready to stop just reacting to whatever the future throws at you and start building a motivated, resilient, and truly future-proof team?